G'day, my name's Dean O'Rourke from ATUNE Health Centres. I'm the breathing therapist here, been in the field for 10 years. I want to talk to you a little bit today about sleep disordered breathing because it's a very big topic these days. Lots of people are aware of people having issues with breathing when they're asleep. Lots of people getting sleep studies done and being diagnosed with conditions like snoring and sleep apnea and the like. And what we've discovered here at ATUNE is that those people that are so diagnosed or suspect that they have breathing problems when they're asleep also have a breathing problem when they're awake. When we analyse their breathing whilst awake here, time and time again, these people are displaying breathing dysfunction in their wakeful hours. And what we are finding is that if we address that issue, if we help the person change their breathing habits whilst they're awake, it seems to be having a positive effect in many cases on how they're breathing when they're asleep. Because breathing, as we're well aware, is an automatic function day and night. Certain physiological changes do occur at night that can change things to some degree, but how a person's breathing all day long will impact on what's happening when they're asleep and so on. So what we want to get the point across to people is, if you've been diagnosed with sleep disordered breathing, it may be worth getting your breathing when you're awake analysed as well, and seeing whether or not you can make some changes that can help you with your sleep. To give you an example of that, we have a gentleman that came in last year who was breathing in this manner whilst awake. Lots of a respiratory rate that was very high, lots of disruptions in the breathing pattern. There were apneas clearly seen whilst he was awake, and he had been diagnosed with sleep disordered breathing, but it was clear that he had a disordered breathing pattern whilst awake. Now he decided to go ahead with some therapy, and after a few weeks of breathing retraining, we found that his breathing pattern had changed significantly. The breathing speed had slowed from 21 breaths a minute down to about 11 to 12 breaths a minute, and the pattern was much more stable, a lot less disruptions in it, and unsurprisingly he was feeling a lot better and was already starting to sleep better as a result of making these daytime changes. So if you're wondering about these issues, I would highly recommend that you consider having a breathing assessment done here at ATUNE, and we can find out whether or not there is something that can be corrected, and if there is, you'll be fully informed as to how that you can go about that. So thanks very much.